I'm Jessica Bartels here with Bonnie Wolverton at The Cove at Lighthouse Salon Suites. Bonnie is a hairstylist here and she also does my hair. And I'm so excited to jump into some interview questions with her. Are you ready?
I'm ready, let's do this.
Okay, cool. So I just want to start by asking kind of like what motivated you to get into the business? Like why did you start hairdressing?
Okay, well I was actually 15 and my friend's mom owned a salon and he didn't want to be the shampoo boy anymore, so I took over. And I fell in love with the industry immediately. But before that, I kind of thought I was going to be a hairstylist or a lawyer, but the industry was too much fun for me to, what would you say, give up?
Totally. I would much rather be a hairstylist than a lawyer.
Yeah.
I feel like that's way too much schooling.
I chose the right path.
Totally. That's awesome. And what would you say continues to motivate you doing what you do? Like what, keeps you going and allows you to continue learning and growing?
Yeah, definitely the passion for the industry and my clients, just seeing everyone's faces keep me coming in, but really just the passion for the industry and the education just allows me to keep on growing.
Totally. I love that. And I'm sure like being able to see familiar faces and friends that are coming in, like Christy here.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's really exciting too.
Yeah, I love it. I love
that.
seeing everyone.
Okay, cool. And what would you say surprised you most about owning a business? I feel like for the most part, people forget that this really is like a business you're trying to run.
No, absolutely.
Like you have your own like expenses and things like that. So what would you say surprised you?
I actually wasn't too surprised. I was pretty prepared. I had good mentors growing up. My dad, being an owner himself, prepared me for the hard work and dedication that needs to be put in to run your own business successfully. And my mentor in the industry, Stacy, she kind of just prepped me on to not give up and keep going and never settle for less. But really it's just committing yourself to the hours and hard work, sweat, blood, tears, all that comes with it.
For sure. And what would you say, can you explain kind of what it was like when you first started? I feel like that's hard for any business owner, especially a hairstylist or someone that has to build clientele.
Yeah, being a business owner in this industry is a little bit different, so you kind of ease yourself into it. So at first you have to build your clientele, and I think that's the hardest part, is just sitting and waiting, but also having to be out there and getting your name out there to the public, going out, giving out cards, and now I think the hardest part is, it seems to be Instagram and social media and keeping up with that whole part of it all. But yeah, in the beginning, it's just putting in the hours to build that clientele and sitting and waiting, but also walking out and doing it all at the same time, trying to get people to know who you are and where you're at.
For sure. And I think it's like really cool having Instagram and Facebook and all these like social media platforms as tools now.
Yeah.
At the same time, it's like very hard, but I feel like it's at just one more level of like what you can do to get your name out there, partner with like bloggers or influencers or whatever, just to kind of like show your expertise.
Absolutely. I love it and hate it all at the same time.
Totally, yeah, I'm sure. And what would you say is something that most people don't know about your business?
I think that's a good question. I think that really people don't understand what it takes to be the best and how much time and effort and education we have to do to keep up with the trends. But also we don't get benefits like other people do, and we have to give up a lot of our personal time. Saturdays, I work Saturdays, I miss a lot of birthdays, baby showers, all that holidays too, but it's all worth it in the end, I'd have to say.
Yeah. And that kind of leads me into the next question of being like, what is like one of your greatest challenges? Like, taking that time off or not taking that time off. Is that something that you struggle with?
Yeah, it's definitely something that I struggle with. Just wanting to spend time with your family when they're all together, and it doesn't always come off so easy.
Sure.
I do miss a lot of things, and that's probably my biggest struggle in the industry, is just missing time away from family.
Definitely.
And my husband, yeah.
I could see how that could be a struggle.
Yeah.
And then we kind of laughed about this when we were prepping, but what is an odd request that you got from a client, or like, do you like ever get odd requests?
Yeah, I'd have to say that one time I did have a client ask if I could work on Thanksgiving, and I found that difficult to process. So for anyone wondering, no, I do not work on Thanksgiving.
I love that. I feel like I would be like, what? You expect me to work on Thanksgiving?
I was a little surprised.
Totally.
I was a little surprised by it, but they understood.
Yeah.
But I was just a little surprised.
Well,
That was the
and
most odd request that I've ever had.
Totally. And I feel like when it comes to like hair and service industry, like I don't know what is etiquette and what isn't unless you just ask. So some
Right.
people just like don't really know.
Yeah,
You know?
just ask.
Yeah.
We don't mind.
Yeah.
Worst case, we say no.
Yeah. Okay, cool. What would you say are some of your goals over the next year?
Good question. I think that my next goal in this in my career, it has to do more with family and whatnot. It's just kind of being able to balance out work and possibly starting a family. And I think that's hard, but in this industry, it's also a good thing. I control my own hours, my own days, but just being able to kind of put work aside too and shift over to the whole possible mom side of
Family
things.
life.
Yeah, family life.
Definitely. Yeah. And I think that's something that's so great about your business is that you really can create your own hours. Not that you can not work,
Right.
but being able to have that flexibility is so incredible.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a big thing that helped me or pushed me into this industry. Was
For
I
sure.
always wanted to be a mom, but I always wanted to be a business owner,
Yeah.
and this is a job where I can do both.
For sure. I love that.
Yeah.
And we're gonna kind of switch gears and talk a little bit about the neighborhood.
Okay.
Have you always lived here?
No, I lived in San Diego until I was 14, and then we moved over here so my dad could take over his business and run things properly out here.
Okay.
And so we moved to Westlake, and now my husband and I live in Thousand Oaks.
I love that.
Yeah,
And you've been really happy there?
love it.
Yeah, that's so cool.
So lucky.
Yeah, and what do you love most about our community, Canal Valley?
I love a lot of things about it. I love how small it is and tight-knit we are. We've been through a lot in the last year, and I think it's just shown how close and wonderful we all are, just bringing each other together and motivating each other just to be kind and supportive of one another.
Yeah, I agree, and it's interesting because I feel like, especially in like the bougie Westlake area, I've really noticed a shift in mentality of like more of a community among like our fellows, which I think is really incredible to see. And I can't say that I would have expected that or anticipated that when the tragedy of Borderline happened and when these fires happened. It was like so incredible to really see the tight-knit community like come together.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, that's so cool. And what is the most memorable experience you've had working with a client, one of your clients?
I really had so many. It's hard to choose. It's really just making people smile, and sometimes you get those happy tears from people who haven't felt good about themselves, moms, and just people that just had a rough day at work, and just being able to give a mom 2 hours to herself is pretty exciting.
I get that.
I know you get that.
Those
Those are the ones that I get excited to take care of.
Totally. I recently came in to get my hair done by Bonnie, and I was here for 4 hours, and it was the best 4 hours of my life. No, I'm just kidding. But it was really amazing. It was so nice to be in here. It has such a good energy and a vibe. You make me feel comfortable. You have a great energy and vibe, so I absolutely love it, and I love that that brings you joy. That makes me so happy.
I'm glad that I bring you joy too.
Totally. And then I'm just gonna wrap it up. Is there anything that you want our people to know, your followers to know, the viewers of this video? Like, is there anything exciting coming up that you want to share with us?
I think, for my following and people that follow the industry and love this industry, is extensions are in, and they're a hot commodity, and it's fun and it's new. Trends are changing constantly, so that's a great option for people. But really, we're a new salon, and we're here to make people happy and comfortable, and I think we're just really lucky to have a great community support us, so
I love that.
we're thankful for it.
Cool. Well, it's been amazing interviewing you. I'm so grateful you gave me the opportunity to come here and talk to you.
Of course.
And thank you, Chrissy, for letting us barge in on your hair session. All right, cool. If you guys want to know any more, follow, you can check out Bonnie's Instagram. It's, I believe, Stylist Bonnie Jean on Instagram. And do you have a Facebook?
I have a Facebook. I think it's under Bonnie Wolverton.
Bonnie Wolverton.
Yeah.
And then obviously if you want to check out this video, check our Instagram, our Facebook, and it'll also be posted on Parkbench. Thanks so much.
Thank you.